America is a nonprofit organization made up of volunteers working to assist parents and law enforcement to locate missing, runaway, and exploited children. And joining me to talk more about Operation Child Saved, Not Sold is a board advisory member, Stephanie Myers. Good morning, Stephanie. Nice to have you on Good Morning San Diego once again.
Good morning. Nice to see you again.
January 11th, here we are. This is the day dedicated to raise awareness, but human trafficking is really something that should be talked about almost every day, if not all the time. Would you agree?
Absolutely. And for those that don't know what human trafficking is, it is the modern form of slavery. It's the illegal act that involves the use of force or fraud to obtain labor or sex. Now, traffickers will use false promises, manipulation, and sadly violence to lure their victims into those situations.
And remind us, Stephanie, how common is human sex trafficking, even here in San Diego?
It's very common. San Diego is the second top city in the nation for human and sex trafficking. Obviously, we are a border state. Unfortunately, during the coronavirus and the COVID-19 pandemic, human trafficking increased 40% during this pandemic, and this is nationwide. Kids are online more than ever. It's very important to identify and know and look for information and tips on, is somebody trying to lure my child? When children are online, they're on apps, they're playing games. You don't know who you're talking to on the other end. So as today, as you mentioned, is Prevention Day as well. It's Awareness Day. Get to know who your children are talking to. Have access to their phones. Have these open discussions. Our predators are out there, and they will do anything to lure your children because they can make millions of dollars. Right now, human and sex trafficking is making more money than drug trafficking at this point in time.
Wow, it's a harsh reality, but as you just pointed out, it's an important one for parents or guardians to be aware of and know who our children are talking to, who they are surrounded by. Now, I know starting now, I guess, the organization Saved in America, you guys are really ramping up the operation by meeting monthly. Talk to us about what you guys specifically are doing to help these victims.
We meet monthly. We meet with our operators. Now, our operators are former Navy SEALs, law enforcement, our veterans. We care about our community and our country. So what we do is we meet monthly. In fact, this Saturday, we are going on a live operation to help recover the missing children in San Diego. You can go to our website, savedinamerica.org, and if you go to the menu and go to the drop down, hashtag Child Saved, Not Sold, you can actually see the profiles of those missing children. We are ramping up our efforts to locate these children because this issue is just growing exponentially. If you are a parent with a missing child, we provide our services for free. If you need our help, please reach out to us at 760-348-8808, or you can email us at info@savedinamerica.org. We are a valuable service that works with law enforcement to help locate and save your children.
And something else that stood out to me too about what you guys do is your Saving America is also offering cash rewards, an incentive for people to call or contact you with tips and information. Obviously, some people may be afraid to come forward because they fear that they know something's going on with their neighbor, or they're seeing something suspicious. They have a hunch and they're afraid. But your organization is going as far as even providing some sort of a cash incentive for people to come forward so that they can help you find kids and rescue them. Is that what I'm understanding correctly?
Absolutely. Any tips, if you recognize anyone that has a profile, or if you have tips of somebody that's missing that maybe we're not aware of, everything's anonymous. Again, you are working with amazing veterans and law enforcement, prior retired law enforcement. They are private investigators, completely licensed. Everything is anonymous. Now, another important point that everyone needs to be aware of is there is an identified pimp at every public middle school and high school in San Diego County. Now, keep in mind, pimps aren't your typical pimps. It's not just a guy. Girls who have been trafficking or have been trafficked are also luring other girls. Women, madams, we just had a huge national case. Unfortunately, it wasn't televised. We need to make sure our eyes are wide open to identify the different types of predators as well that are out there.
Yeah, of course, you were alluding to Ghislaine Maxwell's case that recently wrapped up. Well, Stephanie, thank you for taking the time once again to come on and bring this information to light. Again, savedinamerica.org is the main website where people can get all sorts of different information, get involved. Thank you so much, Stephanie. It's great to see you again, and I appreciate the work that Saving America is doing.
Thank you.